Okay, grade 12. So we're going to be doing a perspective drawing. So you guys obviously know that in matric you start working a lot with circles in perspective. So you've got obviously a circle doorway here. And we're just going to get started. So again, it follows pretty much what you did in grade 11 because it is obviously relevant. What stays the same is 2-point perspective. Okay, so it shouldn't be too difficult. The only thing that a lot of people struggle with is the circle, but we should get through that relatively quickly. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to find your vanishing points, and to do that you're going to take your house on the picture plane and you're going to find the angles that the house is laying at. So here we have the house laying at an angle of 30 degrees and on the other side 60 degrees. And so we're going to draw our, we're going to take, our ruler, and we're going to draw a line onto the picture plane on this side here using 30 degrees. And then on the other side, we are going to do the same, but using 60 degrees. And once you've got your angles, all you're going to do is you're going to bring these points straight down onto your horizontal line, and then you'll label it. So that will become your left vanishing point, and this one over here will become your right vanishing point. Okay, so that's the first step. The second step is to always look at which points are touching the picture plane. So if you have a look here at the house, this point here and this point here is touching your picture plane. Those are the lines that you're going to bring straight down. I'm just going to bring it down from here. Okay, so straight down like that. You should line up with the SP point. Mine's not lining up, so I'm just going to change where the SP point is, but yours should line up. Okay, then you're going to bring down that line as well, so it touches your ground line over here. All right, so then the next thing that you're going to do is you're basically going to use these points to essentially get your house together. But before we start doing that, it is important to note that your roof line is touching your picture plane and that your walls are not touching the picture plane. Okay, so because of that, we're going to find where our roof line starts, which is obviously here. So you're going to take the height, you can put it on both lines if you want to, or you can just put it on one line because it is essentially going to stay the same throughout. So you're going to bring those points across. I hope you can see them. Let me just have a look, see they briefly there. Okay, and then once you have got those points, you can essentially start to get your roof line in. Okay, so another thing about heights is you always take it on the line that's touching the ground line. You never put it on any other line, only the ones that touch the ground line. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to take your point here, which is going to be our starting point, and we're going to take it to our RVP, and we're going to make a line like that. And then I'm going to do the same on the other side. So we're going to take the edge of this one here and just bring it out to the LVP. Okay, once we've done that, you can take this point here down to your SP point. I'm obviously going to bring it down here because, like I said, mine's skew, so this is my new SP point, so apologies for that. Okay, my new SP point, and you're going to use that point on the line that you've made over there. Okay, then once you've done that, because we are going in this direction, which is this direction, we know we're using our LVP, and so we're going to take from our LVP to this point over here, part of our roof. Okay, so we've got that over there, and then once you've got this one here, you can bring it to your RVP just like that over there, and then you got sort of this shape here of your roof coming together. So now we're going to grab this edge over here and we're going to bring that to the SP point, and then we are going to bring it down onto this line straight over here. Okay, and then while we're at it, I'm just going to grab this point here, bring it down to the SP and put it on the picture plane. So your point is always going to the picture plane, and then I'm going to bring that point straight down onto this point over here. Okay. And then these roof lines I am going to make solid because they are not going to change. Okay, so that we've got over there. Now there is something else we want to do, and we want to get this part of the roof here on top. So first things first, we're obviously going to take the middle of our roof because we want to find the middle point at this point over here. So you're going to take the middle of your roof, you're going to bring that point down there, and then where it touches at the edge, you're going to bring it down to your SP point, okay? And then you're going to drop it onto your line over there, okay? So before we carry on, I just quickly want to take my jersey off, so then we'll carry on. Sorry about that. Okay, so now that we've got our middle point, we can actually use that to get the rest of our roof together. So the first thing we're going to do, so now we've got our point here, the second thing we're going to do is we're going to grab the top height of the roof over here, and again we're going to put it on our line here. Like I said, you always take it to the line that's touching the ground line, and then what you're going to do is you're going to take that point to your LVP. So we're going to take it across over there, okay, so that it looks like this over here. All right, once you've done that, what you can do is you can bring your middle point straight up over there, and then from there we're going to bring this point straight back to our RVP. I think it's lined up. Mine might be slightly off because I try to keep my head out the camera. So obviously you guys can see what I'm doing. So there we go, so like that. Then the next thing you're going to do, so now you see we've got this top line here. Now all we're going to do is we're going to take these points down to our SP. So this point will land up over here, and this point over here will land up over here. Okay, so we've got our 2 points, and you can bring them straight down onto the line that we have made. So that will be this one and that one over there. Okay, so what we're going to do is we can now connect them like that, and then because it's sloped, as you can see by the roof, you can bring it straight to the edges of our roof, just like this over here. Okay, so that's the first thing that we obviously did. Okay, so now the second thing we're going to do is we're going to pretty much do the same thing as we did to get this line, or this line over here. We're going to start off by bringing down our middle point, which we thankfully already have. So we're going to bring that point, oopsie, that point down over here. Okay, and then we can bring our height line, so that will be this line over here, onto this line over here, and we can bring it straight across. All right, and then we can bring that line going up, and then we'll obviously have our triangle at the front. So there we've got our triangle already like that. Okay, and then we can get our line over here. So you're going to take this point straight back to your LVP, line it up nicely. Okay, straight back to the LVP. You're going to bring this point again down to your SP point, so that will land over there, and then you are going to drop that point on your line. My line is slightly too short, so I'm just quickly going to extend it. Okay, there we go. So there you see it touches over there, and then where it touches, you're just going to bring that bit to the edge over there, and then you can make this bit over here solid. Okay, so now another thing we need to remember is that we've still got the other side of the house on this side to think about. So we're just going to take that line across like you just saw me do now. We're going to grab the edge of the roof over here, take it to our SP and bring it down. And then where it touches the picture plane, you are going to put that point down, and you will connect your points together like this. Okay, also another note is if you see smudges on my drawing board here, that is caused by dirty rulers, which is just like a lot of lead that gets on your rulers. So if you want to prevent that, just draw, clean your rulers before you draw. Okay, so we've got our roof now. Now we're going to be moving on to the walls, which I'm gonna personally start with this point over here. So where we've got our middle point here, I am going to bring that point back lightly to the LVP, so they're over there, and then where the wall starts, which we know will be here, you're going to bring that to your SP and you're going to bring it down, and then I'm going to just plot that point on that line over there, just very lightly, because this is all supposed to be construction. And then I'm going to take this line over here to the RVP and draw a line like that. So do you see how we've kind of gotten the beginning part of the wall, if you want to say that, right on the point over there? Okay. So now we're going to grab the edges of the wall, so that would be this bit over here. So the easiest thing to do, if you want to just find the edge of this point here, which, yeah, you can just take this point here actually. So you can take this point here down to your SP. So it will be that point over there. And then I'm going to do the same with the corner over here. Take it down to the SP and put it on the picture plane. So we've got the 2 points here. So we will have one of the points over there, and then the second point over there. Okay, is that the right one? It is, it just looks so different. Okay, then you're going to take the points back to your LVP, so they're like that over there. This one seems wrong to me, so I'm going to redo it because for some reason this one looks correct. That point over there, this one just seems too strange for me, but it is correct, so I guess we'll take this point as well back to the LVP. Okay, so basically what we're getting is the corner bits of our wall, right? So now we've got the corner bit over here. If you want to, we obviously know that the bottom of our house starts here, so we're basically going to use these points to get that. So to explain that, let's start, let's just get this bit of the wall in first. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to grab this corner point here to get obviously the thickness of this wall here. So we're going to bring that to our SP, which will be over there, and then where that is, it lands over here, and then we're going to take it back to our RVP. Okay, there we go. And then the last bit here, we can take this corner point over here down to our SP, and then onto that line. So basically what we're currently doing is we're kind of like working underneath the roof to kind of figure out where our wall lines are going to be. So then where that point is here, you are going to draw a line going across like that. Okay, and then obviously the end of our wall will be over here, so we can take that SP forward, drop it on the new line, which will be over here, and then we obviously know that it will go down there. Then we've got another part of our wall, this corner point here that will go here, this corner point that will go here, this corner point that will go over there, this corner point, the one that looks weird to me, that will go over there. And then we obviously haven't done the rest yet, so we're going to leave those for now. We're going to start on these walls here. So obviously first things first that we have to get is our ground line. So we are going to start off by taking, obviously we know our ground line starts from ASP at the ground line here, and we're going to take that back to our RVP like that. Okay, but now we know that these lines and these lines here do not line up, and this ground line lines up with this roof line here. So what you're going to do is you're pretty much going to take the points that you've got on your like roof line here. Okay, I feel like I'm going to be a bit confusing, but you see where this corner line is, where this wall is. What you're going to do is you're going to extend that to the edge of the roof. Okay, so there it now touches. So I'm going to do it in highlighter so you can see. Our wall point was originally here, and using our LVP I extended it here so that we can get the correct ground line length. Okay, so what you're going to do is from that point over there, you are going to bring a line going down. Okay, just want to quickly check time. Okay, so there we go. Your wall now lines up there. Okay, but we know that this is not where the wall is. We know that this is just the edge of the roof line onto that line over there. Our real wall is, okay, this side here. So what you're going to do is where this roof line here touches the ground line, so I'll make a point here. Okay, you're going to bring a line going back to your LVP. So from here all the way back to the LVP like that. Now we are going to bring onto this line here our roof line, our wall line, sorry. So our original wall, our original pink dot, we're going to bring straight down. And do you see how it's not exactly touching the ground line that we took from here? It's slightly behind, but that's exactly what we need. Okay, so there from there, you can obviously bring your wall line that you drove here down, which will be this line over here, and then you can connect the two by their bottom line over there like that. Okay, so that's how you get your wall in. The next thing that you're going to do obviously is you're going to take this line or those points to your RVP, you're going to bring it back. So we now know by bringing it back that it touches our next wall line at this point here. So we're going to bring that down like that. Okay, so you see we're starting to get our wall in, and then we're going to take our point here to our LVP. So this forward like that will be our LVP, and obviously it touches our wall over here. So you can bring your wall, just make sure you bring your wall straight down at all times. You're going to bring your wall straight down like that over there, and then you can do these points together, you can connect them like that. Okay, so do you see how this is not touching the SP point like it was originally with the roof lines? So that's something you do have to consider when doing these things, is to make sure you don't accidentally take the wrong lines down. Okay, so you've got to do always the inside of your roof first, which I will just again highlight for you. So you see this is the inside wall that we did in our roof. Okay, and you need to do that so that you know where your points are going to land up. All right, so now that you've got that over there, you're going to take this line over here back to the RVP. Okay, and then where it touches the line that we originally wanted, we're going to stick that over there, and then we're going to bring that line up. Again, for me, it doesn't make sense why this one is so big in comparison to the wall. Oh, it's because I've taken the inside of the wall. Okay, let me fix that quickly. So I took the inside of the wall, which is fine, because the other points I took what works out to be the exterior points of the wall. Okay, except for maybe this one here. Okay, hold on. It's actually okay because I took these walls. Yeah, I took this one down, so this one's fine. Okay, it's this one here that's incorrect. So let me just fix that quickly. So we're taking the exterior point here. Okay, we've got our exterior point. Let's bring that down. It will be on this point here. Yes, okay. Okay. What I'm quickly going to do is just quickly check that all of my walls are correct. I know that there are a few points that are, because I've used the same point to go back and around, so it should all be fine. But I'm just going to double check. Okay, the rest of my points are correct, but just to make sure you don't make the same mistake I made, obviously because we all make mistakes, so that's fine, but now you can learn from it. Always take your exterior points. I don't know if you can actually see yellow. Doesn't look like it. Okay, let's do it in blue then. Okay, so these are the exterior wall points you're going to be taking. Okay, and that one there, which I don't think you'll need, and that one there. and then obviously to get the thickness you'll take the inside. Okay, so our exterior wall points will obviously be where this blue line is. Okay, so now that that's corrected, we can obviously finish up the wall at the back of here. And this one's again going to be easy, kind of like the roof. You're just going to connect this line here to the RVP, and then you're just going to take the edge of the wall line here down to the SP. So that will land up over there. And then where it lands up on your paper, you'll bring it straight down. So it will be like this. Okay, so there we go. That's most of your house done actually. Okay, now the only last thing you need to worry about is your windows. So your windows and your circular window. So the first thing we're going to do obviously is again the same thing that we did for the walls, is just bring these SP points down here. And we obviously don't need to take the walls down again because we've already got our wall. So what you're going to do is you're going to grab the, so this is kind of where your circle starts and ends, and that is illustrated by this part here in your drawing. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to bring that point to your SP and this point to your picture plane as well. Well, to your SP then to your picture plane. Okay, and then you're going to bring those points straight down. Step with me. Okay, so there we're going to start over there, bringing a light line going straight up, and we'll do the same on the other side over here. Okay, and then again we want to get our height. So to make that easier for us, again we're going to use the lines we originally used to get our wall. So we're going to grab two heights now, one where this pink dot is, and we're going to put it on our ground line, and the second is the top of the circle, okay, which will land up over here. So if you didn't see where I put those points, it's these two dots here. Okay, so now what we're going to do, because I'm not sure, let me zoom in and see if you can then see the entire thing that I'm going to do now, just in case you missed it the first time. Okay, so you've got these points here, so we're going to bring it down onto this line here that we made. Let me highlight it pink. Okay, you're going to bring it onto this line here, because that is the line that we extended from this point here to the roof down. Okay, so to do that, you're going to take it to your RVP. Obviously you can't see the RVP right now, but just know that is what we're doing. So there we go, we took that to the RVP. Okay, and we are taking this one to the RVP as well. Okay, so there it touches the pink line. Then what we're going to do, it's a lot of steps, but it's okay, is from this pink line here, this point here, you're going to take it to the LVP. So from here, take it to the LVP just until it touches your wall. Then you're going to do the same over here, just until it touches the wall. Okay, then from the wall where it touches, you're going to bring it back to your RVP onto your other wall. So here and here. So now our points have done a bit of a zigzag, so I'm going to show you. It went here and then back, and then the same for the other point here, here and then back. Okay, now we're going to again take it to our LVP. So we've got our LVP, which will go forward there, and then pink one, which is going forward there. So we're just not gonna see the top point of the circle because it's gonna go underneath here. Okay, so we will see this part here, just LVP. So there, that's there over there, and then we know this one touches literally like right over here. So if we had to bring that back to our RVP, just see how we're like literally just not going to see the top of the circle, but it will be about there in point size. Okay. Okay, now let's zoom out again. Okay. There we go, you should see everything again. Okay, so you can make this part here solid and this part here solid. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to raise the floor, because now that we've got our door in, we know we're actually not going to see that as a solid part. It's going to go straight in. Okay, so now we're going to get our circle in, which is not really tricky, but because it is quite a process, we'll do that together, because I think that's the hardest part for most people. So you're going to start off with your circle over here, and you're going to section it. So obviously you'll do that with your 30 and 60 degree ruler. So there we go, over there, over there. We've got this one over here, and then over here as well. Okay, so there we go. Then what I want you to do is I want you to take each line, and specifically focusing on this horizontal line over here. Okay, I want you to bring each of these points down. So here where it touches the circle, you bring it down. Here where it touches the circle, bring it down. Halfway, I want you to make a point of it, bring that line down, and then bring that line down. And the reason why we're doing that is because we're going to put it on this line here, where we obviously know our circle door frame is going to be. So let's take our compass, and to make things easier, we know we already have the middle. But now what we're going to do from the middle, makes your measurements easier, is you're going to grab the side measurements here with your compass. So if we put that on the middle, we make a little arc. We know it will land up over there. Okay, and then if we bring it out, we get the other little line, which will land up over there and over there. Okay, and then we've obviously got the edges already. So now what you're going to do is you're going to make these lines solid, going straight across, just like this over here. Okay, and I will even highlight it so that you see the whole thing. So that's our middle. I'll even put a big M there so you know that's the middle bit. Okay, so now we're going to use the rest of this to get our circle in. So there's middle. So I'm going to label the rest of the points that when I talk about a certain point, you know what I mean. So this is going to be 1, 2, 3. We'll stick with middle being middle. 4, 5, and 6. So 1, 2, 3, middle, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're pretty much going to do the exact same thing that we did with these bits over here. Okay. So obviously we've already got 1. So we can label this 1 and 6 because we've already got 1 and 6 over there. And we've already got our middle, which is over here. Okay, so we've already got 1, 6, and middle as points, which I will also just highlight here for you to see. Okay, so now we are going to take 2, but what you're going to do is you're going to take the height of 2. So where 2 touches the circle, which will also be the same as 5, you're going to bring it across onto the ground line. And exactly what we did with the other lines, you're going to proceed to do with this one. So I think, let me do it in a different color so that you can see again every step of the way. I just want to see if you can see orange. So let's just do, yeah, okay. So we're going to do it in orange so that you can see from a different perspective. Okay, so you're going to take that to your RVP, back like that onto the pink line. Okay, once you've done that, you're going to take it to your LVP. Okay, and you're going to bring it back onto the solid line that we've got, right? And then from the solid line, you're going to bring it back to your RVP onto this line here. And then from that point, you're going to line up, obviously. You're going to bring it back onto this line here. And then from that line over there, I'm going to obviously finish this in pencil now. You're going to bring it back to your RVP over there. Okay. Then once you've done that, you're going to take 0.2 down to this piece. So here's 0.2 and then 0.5 as well. Okay, and then you're going to drop it on the line that you've made. So we've got 2, which will obviously go over here, and 5, which will go over here. And then I'll also highlight it so that you can see. So we've got 2 and 5, like that over there. And then you're going to repeat the same process for 3 and 4. This time I'm going to do everything in pencil just to save us a bit of time. Okay, so you're going to bring the height across. You're going to bring it back to your line. You're going to bring it back to the line over here. And you're going to bring it back again over there. Then I'm making it all dark, so don't let it change your drawing. Obviously mine is not 100% accurate because I'm just making sure I can show you what you need to do. So you're going to bring that line across, and then you're going to have 3, which will land up over there, and 4, which will land up over here. So let me highlight the points. Obviously you can't highlight your drawing during your exam and stuff like that, but you can do that while you're practicing. So while you're practicing, I would say highlight your points so you can figure out where you are. It might actually help you a bit more because you will spend less time being confused as where your points are, and you can draw straight away. Okay, so once you've brought those points down, you'll have all of your points. Let me just highlight these new points where they landed up. They landed up there. So obviously we know we're not going to see M, but we will see this one, that one, and that one. Oopsie, mine are not connecting, so just make sure you do yours nicely. And then you connect your points like this over there. Okay, so it should look like that so far. And then obviously we've got this part of the house here, which we're going to bring back, and then we're going to take the edge of 6 here to get our thickness line in. So we'll bring that down and down like this. So this is quite thick. Okay. Let me just think. Yeah, okay. So you're going to bring that in over there, and then to get the other circle here, you're going to repeat the process, except you're going to do it behind the circle. But I'm not going to do that because I am a bit pressed for time today, so we're just going to freehand it in, but don't ever do that in your exam. And then obviously you've still got the windows here, but I'm not going to go through that with you because I think we've done all of the difficult points that we needed to do. So hopefully this helps you a little bit. I'm sorry if I wasn't very clear today. Just let me know if I wasn't, then I will know to be a bit more clear in future. But I do hope it did help you at least a little bit. And if you would prefer for me to do a close-up on how to do things like this, then let me know and I will make a plan for you guys. Okay, so I hope this helped you guys. And yeah.